Chief Gant.
Well, now you want to make me out as the bad guy too? If so, I'd like to put in a word or two for my defense.
You had a chance. I called you to the stand already, and you left. Objection. Oh,
Objection? I'm afraid it's too late for that.
got to me before.
What?
This is that risk. He can't testify again.
Yes.
He
thank
can.
you. You've already declined to testify.
Na 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 na.
In reality, it would actually work backward. Because he decided to testify, he would have
Well-
waived his right to not testify.
But then we would have been able to kept talking with him before, so
Yes.
they've taken it this way instead.
Ah.
Which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That means you forfeited your right to make statements of any sort.
This wouldn't be that risk we were talking about earlier.
Just sit back, relax,
Oh, Edgeworth.
and enjoy the sound of the noose tightening around your neck.
Oh!
Ah!
Oh my god.
Okay,
Man.
Edgeworth, top tier character. My God.
My boy.
I really should
My
move
guy.
the taser out of my left breast pocket.
Okay, Judge is a Gant simp. Ori and I are Edgeworth simps.
Oh yeah, hella Edgeworth Sims.
I mean, I'm also an Edgeworth simp.
Yeah,
don't
but
worry.
Dylan, Edgeworth or Gant, you gotta choose.
I mean,
you
obviously
can't simp
Edgeworth.
for two.
Look at that, the winning side.
So what? You think I'm worried?
Very, actually.
Yeah.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I don't need to make it a statement.
I hate you.
I'd ask you what you mean, but that sounds an awful lot like a statement to me. The evidence will do all the talking for me. Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence.
No, you can't. What the f is this? Please, this is a bastardization
What
of our
is
court
this
rules.
human being?
Yes, that's true. Wait, you mean you still have some conclusive evidence?
No, I don't, but someone does.
Someone.
So, what's your excuse, Rado?
So I think the result here is sadly that Emma did it, but actually Gant fabricated the whole thing, which makes me sad. But he definitely killed
I
Goodman,
honestly-
so we're good there.
Yeah, and it'll all loop around somehow.
He was a good man. Why have you been keeping quiet about it? You do have something to show us, right?
No, I don't, because that would have been illegally acquiring evidence, and I don't want to get charged for that.
Something that proves who knocked over Neil Marshall, causing his death? Conclusive evidence that leaves no room for doubt?
I hate this man.
Me too.
Is that true, Mr. Wright?
If I show that piece of evidence now, Emma's sure to be made out as a murderer.
Mr. Wright, if you have any more evidence, present it now. And if you try to conceal anything, you will be the one appearing before the Board of Inquiries.
What do I do now? I better think this through carefully. I can't afford to make the wrong decision. Should I present that piece of evidence? The one that shows who really killed Prosecutor Marshall? I think I gotta.
I don't think you have a choice here.
I think I gotta do it.
should. I think you do have a
I
choice.
don't see it working out a different way, because if you don't show, Gant's gonna come down on you even harder and back it into even more of a corner, right? And you also face a penalty for that.
Yeah.
I think you have no choice. And Emma's been saying the whole time, like, Lana, stop protecting me. I'm thinking show.
You should definitely show it.
You think I should show it?
You should show it.
Okay, I'm gonna save first.
What? No, 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 no. We ain't doing
Yes,
no saves
save.
coming.
Please
You
save.
are committing.
Nope, no, we're not.
Ori, I'm telling you right now, if you reload that save, you will lose me as a voice actor for the remainder of this turnabout.
Dylan, if this goes wrong, right, and we lose, you want to play this entire last half of the court thing again?
So long as you don't reload the save manually, and you don't throw the case and just lose all your life.
I'm not
then
trying to
you
throw
can
the
invoke
case.
my ire. Alright, but if you reload that save because you made a bad choice.
I am going to click show evidence, Dylan. That is what you want. I saved, okay? If this is wrong and this is game over, we're reloading from where I just saved.
Yeah, if it's game over, that's fine.
Yeah, if
But
it's full,
reloading
no,
it
no,
just
no.
because there's
I don't
an
care about life.
unfavorable
I don't.
result.
I'm saying we die. The end. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what
like
I'm saying.
game over. We
Yeah,
fucked
yeah.
up.
I'm okay with that.
Review
I'm
the
okay with
law
that.
book first. All right, review the law book first. I don't want to
guess-
do it.
I guess we should study.
Doesn't this mean that this is unregistered evidence? So I don't have to show it.
What is?
The piece of cloth. It has not been added to the court record, technically. We've never shown it in court. We've never done anything with it in court. It's unregistered
I
evidence.
think you're thinking about that too hard because I think unregistered just means it's not in your inventory.
No. I don't think that's true. We
It
have
must
this
be
book.
relevant to the case on trial, so you can present it even if it's unregistered. That's what the rule
But
is
I
saying.
don't have to present it as what it seems to be allowing me to do because
The
I
judge
don't
is
have
saying-
evidence.
The judge is saying
I don't
that
know if I want
you
to
need
do
to
it
present.
now, though.
Why not?
Because I don't want to prove that it's Emma, and it's
But it
giving
is.
me an out.
But
It's
where's
not
the
giving you
out?
an out though.
No, it is because it's unregistered, so
No,
I
it's
don't
not.
technically have
I
evidence.
don't think unregistered evidence is working the way you think it's working. Okay,
Okay,
Ori,
wait.
remember
Wait,
7-year-olds
wait.
have to play
No,
this game?
no.
You can't think too complicated.
No, but
Look at Rule 2, Ori. See where it says unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial? All that's saying is that you are able to present evidence that wasn't previously registered, like in the court record, so long as it's relevant.
okay. Still, back to Mars's statement that 7-year-olds have to play this. I would say 7-year-olds don't incriminate Emma, and that leads to that one.
You're not a 7-year-old. The whole first
I
act,
say show evidence.
you were maligning Edgeworth for concealing evidence, for making shit up, and now you want to be someone who's hiding the truth?
You're right.
Okay, he says
All right.
show.
All right, I'm gonna show it. I'll show it. Show evidence. Yes, Your Honor. I do have further evidence.
All right, the time's finally come to show it to them. Those prints have got to be the chief's.
Oh.
Now then, let's see this conclusive evidence. The evidence that shows who actually murdered Prosecutor Marshall.
All right, Emma. I'm sorry.
It's a piece of leather cloth?
Yes, it most likely was cut from the victim's vest near his chest.
What's this? There's a big handprint on it. Surely it must have been left on the cloth by whoever shoved the victim onto the sword.
What? Whose fingerprints are on this?
I'm sure Rido has checked, haven't you?
I am so stressed out right now.
Well, whose are they?
They're Miss Skies, Emma Skies.
What? They're mine?
I'm going to keel over dead. I'm dying.
Please don't.
So, I really did do it.
See? I told you it was conclusive.
Objection, Tap. But this was found in your safe. That means it's possible you forged it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, but what matters is that it was cut out before Lana took the picture. Phoenix, come on.
And Lana was the one cleaning up the evidence.
Yeah.
I don't remember any cloth in my safe. Do you really expect me to believe that?
Objection, Tap. But
Objection. Give it up, Mr. Wright. It's over. You shouldn't have presented that. By
no.
presenting that evidence, you tied Emma Skye to Neil Marshall's death.
No.
It appears we have our
Did we do this wrong?
I think we did this wrong. No. You guys, it's all your fault. No.
We're not supposed to present evidence? How does that make sense?
Everything hinged on that point. In the end, Lana alone was found guilty on all accounts.
Really?
How
Wow.
dare both of you? This is both of your faults. Oh
You
my
The game's
god.
never done that to us before.
Woo! We did it!
You're the Dylan.
One replay later.
Your Honor, I don't have any
trial
evidence
got
that can
heated.
I can present at this point in time. Remember, I'm Sherlock Holmes too, so I did like a discombobulation, and I saw what would happen if I showed the evidence in the first place. So
broke
I'm not
Rory.
showing evidence, okay?
What? You lie! You save scum! There's no explanation!
I'm seriously wondering how they're gonna make this work in our favor. I genuinely want to know.
Chief Gant.
You opened my
Oh,
safe!
that's how.
I know you took what was
Oh.
inside!
So he's admitting he knew the cloth was in there.
Yeah.
The conclusive
I
evidence!
see. 7-year-olds are supposed to figure that out, really. Okay, I'm dumber than a
I think
7-year-old.
they're just
apparently.
supposed to want to save Lana. Emma, I think is the point.
You
I don't know
when
what
they
you're
start
talking
talking
about.
about penalties and things and we got a health bar, I'm thinking, do the right thing and the game will work out.
Mr.
Nope.
Wright, why don't you show them? We found it together.
Oh, I see. It's because you know the truth, don't you? You know whose fingerprints are on it. That's why you won't present it. Tap, What are you talking about, Chief Gand?
Yeah, see, we're trying to get him to say it. That's the problem.
Can't you figure it out?
Ah, that's the angle.
Take a good look at this picture. See the victim's vest? Notice anything odd about the chest area, besides the copious amount of blood.
Yeah, he's too hung up on trying to, like, get me to say it that he's incriminating himself. That's the angle they went for.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so the angle is let him talk and he'll put himself in jail.
Yeah.
It looks like part of it's been cut out for some reason.
You mean you had this in your safe?
What? That means you, the chief of police, have been concealing evidence? This is going to be the biggest scandal in the history of the police department. One of several, actually. We have quite a record.
Impressive. I'd have thought you would have had the game over by now.
No, definitely not.
Nope, that was another timeline. Didn't happen.
To be honest, I didn't think you had the gall to hide evidence like that, Righto. Well, I can't just let you pin me up as the murderer. I'll tell you what really happened.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get him to spill it.
I see.
What? You mean you admit to it?
Okay, but in every other instance of show evidence or no, the game has always pushed us to show evidence.
Not only is
So,
that true, but
uh,
they're teaching 7-year-olds to withhold evidence.
Technically, in this exact trial, in this exact turnabout, we had to say no, we don't have concrete evidence once already.
We did.
That is true.
It is prepping us to think differently, and I am taking note for future games.
Oh god.
I was the first person to arrive on the crime scene that day.
All I'm taking from for future games is that I will save much more often.
Oh my god.
Just in case of full death.
Yeah.
Full death only.
You don't have to do
The
that.
game would probably have autosave.
I disagree.
Well, in the later editions.
It then occurred to me that I could use the situation to control Lana.
So you really were manipulating her.
I knew Lana, biblically.
Oh my god.
If I made it look like the blame lay with her sister, that when she saw the scene, she would ask me for my aid. So you assisted Miss Sky. I told her to arrange all the evidence.
He cut out the piece of cloth and he took Emma, like unconscious Emma's hand, and slapped it on the piece of leather and shoved it in the.
I mean, she was unconscious.
I had her plant the knife tip in the victim's body and move the body across the room. And I ended up using that evidence to get Joe Dark convicted. When I tampered with the crime scene, I had 2 pieces of evidence. This was before Lana arrived at the scene, mind you.
2 pieces of evidence. You mean those items in your safe?
But why?
Mm-hmm.
Or insurance, of course.
Insurance?
I was sure my plan would work, but it's always best to be prepared for the worst. I wasn't about to let anyone blame me for a murder that a girl committed.
You mean you were calculating that far ahead while forging the evidence? I guess this is why you are the chief.
What do you take me for, a fool? I didn't make police chief by dumb luck. I made it by forging evidence, of course. See this jar fragment? I hid the most legible part of Emma's name. I didn't expect Lana to go and wipe the blood off all the pieces. Objection, tap. But if you fabricated all the evidence, what's to say you didn't fabricate the message on this jar, too?
Thank you, Edgeworth.
Ho, ho, ho!
Merry Christmas.
Some people just don't know when to quit, do they, Mrs. Claus?
Mm.
That's why I kept one more item for insurance. You mean that piece of cloth? Come on, Rhino. Cough it up already. I know you haven't.
What are you waiting for, Mr. Wright?
So you admit to it then, Chief Gant, that you were hiding the cloth you cut off the victim's vest in your safe.
Yes, I admit it. I didn't want to have to do that being chief and all. But it's a lot better than being portrayed as a murderer.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say for yourself? Just a moment ago, you said you didn't have any evidence you could present.
Game over.
It's
Thanks
still-
for coming, everyone.
Oh my god. If it's game over too, what the are we supposed to do? Thank you and good
No,
night.
literally, there would be nothing, and that would be terrible gameplay.
Foolish move, Rhino. You should have shut it to him then before it was too late. In fact, I'll let you save scum right now. Gentlemen's compromise.
I
Go
don't-
ahead.
What?
Reload
Let's go
that
for it,
save.
Ori. We literally got game over with the other option. There's no way that this results in failure too.
It's been a long battle, but the moment of truth has finally arrived. As long as I don't mess it up here, victory is mine.
Oh, fudge nuggets! Why?
Saving again.
Nice.
I hate this!
What?
I hate this!
Ori,
I hate this.
We hope you enjoyed watching this episode of the Arcade Cabinet.
Join us. We're live 9 p.m. Eastern, Twitch, and YouTube.
If you like what you've seen so far, consider giving us a like and subscribe for more content and chaos.
See you next time.
And Meowth, that's right.
No.